Hi there. How you doing? Well, if you remember a few weeks ago, I put out a short video on the diabetic drugs that also are touted as weight loss drugs. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Diabetic Mike, and I've been a diabetic for 25 plus years. I am insulin dependent and have been diagnosed as a type 1. And I have done everything wrong that a diabetic can do and done a lot of stuff right that a diabetic can do, uh, just to make sure, I've done it at least twice just to make sure that it was wrong or that it was actually right. So those diabetic drugs, they are great at what they do for diabetics. They help to lower blood sugars. They help to lower your A1C over time. My A1C is below 6 for the first time in a long time. I love what this drug does for my diabetic numbers. I don't like what it does to my gut, and here's why. These drugs slow down how your gut moves food through your system. And by slowing it down, it causes you not to be able to absorb the sugars and the carbohydrates as easily, so that you aren't putting on fat and you aren't gaining weight. And it helps your blood sugar stay level and normal, so that you have the normal spike after a meal, but it's not a super high spike that stays up and it takes forever to come down. So these are good drugs for diabetics. I don't know that I would have them for a weight loss drug specifically, because what happens on the weight loss side is not always, or isn't, it isn't just fat that you're losing. You're also losing muscle mass, body mass. It is a side effect of the drug, and because of how you're not getting all the nutrients that you need because of how it slows your gut down. And some studies show it can be upwards of perhaps 40% in body mass loss, which is not good at all. The only way to overcome that is to eat more protein. So the drug that I am on, it's recommended that I have 80 grams of protein every day just to maintain my body mass. That's a lot of protein. And if I were to eat all that, that's a lot of meat. I don't think I could eat all that meat or vegetable protein, because I just don't have the same appetite that I did when I was in my 20s and 30s. Thank goodness. But if you're in that boat like I am, the only way that I found to get around it is to supplement your diet with protein. So I supplement with two types of protein. I supplement with a shake that's got, it's an isolated whey protein, and it has 25 grams of protein in it. It's like 2, maybe 3 grams of carbohydrate in it. It is a dairy product because it is whey. So if you have issues with dairy, you're going to have to look for a plant-based protein powder, which is another protein supplement that I use as well, so that I'm getting not just dairy, but also some good plant nutrient in there, an organic plant-based protein, that has 21 grams of protein and I say like 4 grams of carbohydrate, something like that, per serving. And so I can, because it's a protein powder, I can mix in some super greens powder and some GI stuff, and with 10 to 12 ounces of water, I've got a great meal replacement protein smoothie. So that's what I would suggest that you do. I'm sticking to so far, the 50 grams of drinking 50 grams of protein a day and eating 30 grams of protein as best I can. So I'm having a protein shake in the morning. I'm having, steak, hamburger, chicken breast, at lunch and dinner. I don't eat pork. I just find it very difficult to digest, and causes even more gut issues. So the drug's already causing that. So I don't do that. That's why I don't eat pork. And I'm also on a low sodium diet. So All those cured meats, deli meats, bacon, ham, all of that is out the window as well because they're full of nitrates and full of sodium. So I don't really eat that stuff much anymore. I do have sausage every once in a while because, well, sometimes, you just need something like that. And it is protein, so it does help. But, for me, I got to watch the sodium intake. So I've been doing that now for the past 2 weeks. I have noticed an improvement. It's slow going. So I've also added what's called a muscle multiplier. It's all the it's all the amino acids actually that you just mix into your cold beverage. Usually water, again, trying to get all of that in, and it does help build muscle mass. That's what it was meant for. It's a product meant for the fitness industry, but I'm using it to help maintain my muscle mass and hopefully build back some of what I lost before I knew that I needed to have that 80 grams of protein. So there's all that. So that's what I supplement with to help overcome that side effect and hopefully maintain a really decent A1C and more level blood sugars, those kinds of things, because it's hard, especially as you get older. Those things are difficult to maintain. So if you're in that same boat as me and you want to know what I'm taking, go ahead and drop protein down in the comments. Let me know if you'd like to take a look at what I'm doing. I'd love to share that with you. Remember, get that protein if you're on those types of drugs because you don't want to waste away. So thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and follow, and we'll see you on the next round.